Ever wondered what actually happens when you hit send on a text that just says LOL? You're sitting on your couch, your friend is 3 cities away, and in less than a second, bam, it's there. But how? Did it fly through the air like a tiny invisible paper plane? Is there a secret underground tunnel for emojis? Today, we're peeling back the invisible curtain of the most complex machine ever built, the global cellular network. To understand your phone, you have to understand that you are currently bathing in invisible radio waves, a form of electromagnetic energy used specifically for communication. We use it for everything from X-rays at the dentist to heating up your leftover pizza. But phones rely on radio and microwave frequencies designed to travel far, bend around obstacles, and safely carry data through the air. These waves are the humans of the radiation world. Literally, some wavelengths are roughly the width of a person, which makes them perfect for bending around obstacles and traveling long distances. But frequencies can come in all shapes and sizes. But a wave by itself is just a wave. To make it carry a message like LOL, we have to manipulate it. We can change the wave's height, that's amplitude, or we can change how fast it wiggles, that's frequency. Think of it like a secret code of vibrations. But wait, modern phones are way more sophisticated than old-school walkie-talkies. They don't just send sounds, they send data. Everything digital is just a sequence of ones and zeros. Your phone's internal microchip takes the L, the O, and the other L and converts them into a specific binary string. This is where the journey truly begins. Inside your phone, an antenna receives these ones and zeros and beams them out as electromagnetic waves. But here's the kicker. Those waves are actually pretty weak. Your phone is designed that way on purpose so it doesn't cook your brain or run out of battery in 5 minutes. Since the signal is weak, it can't travel 50 miles to your friend's house. It only needs to reach the nearest cell site, what we usually call a cell tower. These sites are hidden everywhere, on rooftops, in church steeples, or even disguised as trees. The tower's antennas are high-powered and ready to catch your faint signal. Once the tower grabs your LOL packet, it's no longer flying through the air. The tower converts those radio waves into light pulses. That's right, your wireless call is mostly wired. The signal travels through high-speed fiber-optic cables buried under the ground or even across the ocean floor, heading toward the carrier's core network, a distributed digital system that routes, secures, and manages data across the entire network. So there isn't one giant switch calling all the shots. Modern cellular networks use a packet-based core, a whole team of specialized systems working behind the scenes together. One checks who you are, another tracks where your phone is moving, and others figure out the fastest, cleanest path to your friend. More like a super smart traffic system than a single control room. But if the system is so brilliant, why does your service sometimes suck? Why do you get those dreaded bars that don't seem to do anything? There are 3 main villains in this story: interference, distance, and traffic. First up is line of sight. High-frequency waves, especially the super-fast 5G ones, are divas. They hate obstacles. They can be absorbed by buildings, hills, or even heavy rain. If there's a massive skyscraper between you and the tower, your signal has to bounce around like a pinball, losing strength with every hit. Next is congestion. Regulatory bodies like the FCC only allow cell companies to use a limited slice of the radio spectrum. In a crowded stadium, thousands of people are trying to use the same frequency slots at once. It's like trying to have 50,000 conversations in a tiny room. Eventually, the noise is too much and the system slows to a crawl. This is why we have different generations of service. 1G was just for voices, and it was analog, meaning it was easily messed up by static. 2G gave us digital signals and the first LOL texts. 3G gave us the internet, and 4G gave us HD video. Now, 5G is the new king. It uses massive MIMO, which means the towers have dozens of antennas instead of just a few. It also uses beamforming, which instead of broadcasting signals everywhere like a light bulb, focuses a specific beam of data directly at your phone like a flashlight. And what about when you're driving? That's the handoff. As you leave the range of one tower, the network realizes the signal from the next tower is getting stronger. It seamlessly passes your data to the new tower without you ever knowing. If the handoff fails, drop. We've come a long way from the early car phones that could only handle 32 callers in an entire city at once. Today, there are over 9.1 billion mobile subscriptions. That's more than there are people on Earth. Every time you send a message, you're engaging with a global, light-speed infrastructure that spans continents and oceans. Your LOL is a marvel of modern physics, mathematics, and engineering. So next time your phone takes 3 seconds to load a video, maybe give it a break. It's busy calculating complex phase amplitude modulations and racing light pulses through the bottom of the Atlantic just so you can see a cat meme. What is the biggest pitfall you've noticed in your cell service? Drop that or your favorite cat meme in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for our next video. We'll catch you in the next one.